Does married life seem a little boring to you?
Does it seem boring?
A little sedate?
No, I've seen interesting marriages and I've seen not interesting marriages.
Do you love him?
Pardon me?
Do you love him?
Do you think being married is a bit dull? Does it seem dull? A little calm? No. I've seen marriages that were interesting, and marriages that weren't. Everyone knows him as Jack from Titanic. They are young, have no fears, and are deeply in love. Not only that though, Leonardo DiCaprio is more than just that part, a big star in Hollywood now. He rose to fame over the years, hit movies, the Oscars, and moments on the red carpet. He's done everything. But even though his business took off, his personal life stayed rough, mostly when it came to love. Leo is 50 years old and has dated supermodels, broken up with serious partners, and put off asking one big question: why hasn't he gotten married yet? The wait is over now. Finally, DiCaprio tells the truth about the reason he has been making this choice all his life. Let's look at his personal life together and find out the real reason Leonardo DiCaprio says he'll never get married. From a LA house to fame around the world. The 11th of November 1974 was a big day in the life of Leonardo DiCaprio. George DiCaprio was an artist, and Ermeline was a law secretary. He was their only child. Both of them met in college, and then went to Los Angeles after they graduated. Leonardo was named after the first time his mom felt him kick while she was looking at a picture by Leonardo da Vinci in an Italian museum. Leonardo's parents split up when he was a baby. However, George moved out because he was in love with someone else. His parents still wanted to raise him, so they lived next to each other and shared a yard. The guy named George stayed with his girlfriend and Adam Ferrar, her son. Adam and Leonardo became friendly, and Leonardo even looked up to Adam. He and his mother moved around Los Angeles as he grew up. One place they lived was in an area called Los Feliz. Leonardo once said that his parents lived a very free life. He also said that he grew up in a bad neighborhood with lots of crime and poor people. Still, he always looked up to and trusted his folks. He went to several schools, such as John Marshall High School and the Los Angeles Center for Enriched Studies. But Leonardo didn't like going to normal school. His true desire was to act, having bigger dreams than the classroom. He wanted to be a marine scientist or an actor when he was a child. He chose to be an actor because he loved being on stage. He liked making faces and copying other people to see how they responded. He loved playing from a young age. He said it started when he was 2 years old and danced on stage at a fair, making people laugh. Adam, Leonardo's stepbrother, got paid for a TV ad which sparked his interest even more. Adam made $50,000 from that job and Leo saw what was possible. After that he tried to play in the kids show Romper Room, but he says he was kicked off for being too loud. But the host said this story wasn't true. Leo almost quit acting at one point to focus on breakdancing after coming in second place in an event in Germany. He got his first real job when he was 14 years old. It was an ad for Matchbox cars. He soon did ads for Kraft Singles, Apple Jacks, and Bubble Yum after that. It wasn't easy to get there though. He looked for an agency for a year and a half. He was even told by an agency to change his name to Lenny Williams to sound more American. He said no. He kept trying with his dad's help. Finally, a family friend helped him get noticed by casting directors. Not long after, Leo got about 20 commercial jobs. Think big but start small. In 1989, Leonardo got his first real acting job of any kind. In 2 episodes of The New Lassie, he played Glenn. From there he got a few small roles, such as in Santa Barbara and on the TV show The Outsiders. When he got the part of troubled teen Gary Buckman on the TV show Parenthood, it was his big break. He studied Joaquin Phoenix's performance from the first movie to get ready for the part. 2 bids for Youth and Film Awards came his way for his work on Parenthood and Santa Barbara. He also went on a game show called Funhouse around the same time, and had to do funny things like catch a fish with his teeth. Leo was always ready to have fun, even when he was just starting out as an actor. In 1991, Leonardo's first movie role was in the scary movie Critters 3. He joked that it was one of the worst movies ever, and that he wasn't proud of it. In the same year he played a hungry kid named Luke Brower on the TV show Growing Pains. He was hired to get more young people to watch, especially girls. Joanna Kearns, an actress, said that Leonardo was smart, fun, and liked to joke around. Even though the numbers didn't go up, Leo was still nominated for another award for his work. Getting noticed in Hollywood. Leo had a small part in Poison Ivy in 1992. Then something much bigger happened. Robert De Niro picked him to play the lead role in This Boy's Life, which is based on the true story of Tom Wolfe. The author played Toby, a troubled teen whose dad was hard to get along with. That part was played by De Niro. Leo needed to learn a lot for this part. Michael Caden Jones, the director, said that Leo at first didn't know how to act on a real set. He taught him in a strict way. Leo paid attention in class. People liked the movie, especially how Leo showed how his character changed. They liked This Boy's Life, which is what made people start to notice him, but he wasn't done yet. He played a boy with developmental problems in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which came out the next year, and did a great job. He was nominated for his first Academy Award for that part. People were shocked at how real and emotional he seemed in his roles. Leonardo kept going up. In 1996 and 1997, he played lead roles in the love movies Romeo and Juliet and Titanic. Both movies were big hits, but Titanic made the most money of any movie at the time. It made him famous all over the world. Everyone knew who Leonardo DiCaprio was all of a sudden. People liked him, but he didn't want to always play the loving guy. He went away for a while, and then came back with a new idea. He'd like to play different parts. He played lead roles in the movies Catch Me If You Can and Gangs of New York in 2002. He worked with Martin Scorsese for the first time on that second movie. After that, they worked together on many movies and became a strong team. Leo kept taking on important roles. In 2004, he played a disturbed businessman in The Aviator. In 2006, he played a diamond smuggler in Blood Diamond, and in 2008, he played a police officer in The Departed. He showed a different side of himself in each part. He played a married man in Crisis in Revolutionary Road in 2008. He was always very serious and deep in his performances. He kept going strong in the 2010s. He played the lead role in The Wolf of Wall Street, Django Unchained and Toy Story. He finally got an Oscar in 2015 for his role as a frontiersman, fighting to stay alive in The Revenant. After that, he was in Don't Look Up and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He was last seen in Killers of the Flower Moon in 2023. Besides the screen, Leonardo did more than just act. He set up a business called Appian Way Productions. It helped him make a lot of movies, and a TV show called Greensburg. He was also known for another thing, keeping the Earth safe. He set up the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation to help protect the Earth. France gave him a big award in 2005. Because of his work in the arts, he was made a General of the Order of Arts and Letters. In 2016, Time magazine named him one of the world's 100 most important people. He also became a peace messenger for the UN. He speaks out about things that affect people all over the world, especially climate change. Over time, he became a sign of how to use fame for a greater good. Fans chose him as one of the 50 best stars of all time in a poll by Empire readers in 2022. Many people were interested in the person behind all the fame and success, but they never knew what it was. What is the deal with Leonardo DiCaprio not being married? He was always being asked that question, and now that Leo is 50, he is finally ready to answer. But let's look more closely at his ties from the beginning, to get a better sense of the bigger picture. The star who went out with the most famous women in the world. Whether it's for his movies or his love life, Leonardo DiCaprio has always been in the news. People have been interested in who he's dating since he became famous in Titanic. His name has been linked to a lot of famous women over the years, mostly models and actors. It has become a bit of a pattern. Yes, Bridget Hall was one of the first names linked to him. In the 1990s, she was a well-known Victoria's Secret model. In 1994, they were often seen at events together. People thought she was Leo's first model girlfriend, even though they didn't talk about it much. Next up was Naomi Campbell, who is also a popular model. It was said that they were dating in the mid-1990s. Even though it didn't last long, they stayed close friends. They've been seen on vacation together, and at charity events, even after years have passed. In 2015, 50 Cent shared a picture and wrote, "I get photobombed by the hottest people in the world. You should try life without any rules," with Campbell and DiCaprio in the shot. He went out with Kristen Zhang after that, one that he brought with him to the 1996 opening of Romeo and Juliet. But they broke up right before Titanic came out, which made Leo's life different for good. Also, when Demi Moore came into the picture, things became a little less clear. Back in 1997, they were seen together, but Moore was still married to Bruce Willis. The fact that they were dating is not proven, but people had to talk. Then there was Helena Christensen, who was also a famous model. Around the time Titanic came out, they were often seen at parties together. Again, neither side said for sure, so some people think they were just friends. That was not the end of DiCaprio's love life. Over the next few years, he had a lot of short relationships and stories that kept his name in the news. Short romances and tales that haven't been proven. Amber Valletta was said to be one of those fires. At the time, rumors said that Leo saw her picture in a magazine and told his staff to get in touch with her. It sounds like something from a movie, but like many of his other relationships, it was never official. In later years, Valletta married an Olympic athlete, and then a financial expert. Avahir Sigova, a Czech model, was another name that came up. It is said that they dated for 2 months after meeting at the opening of The Man in the Iron Mask, but Ava later said that nothing special had ever happened. Desiree Bunchen was the first long-term girlfriend, who got a lot of attention. From 1999 to 2005, they were together for about 6 years. One of Leo's more important relationships was with this person. To bring attention to environmental problems, the couple even went to the Amazon jungle together. In 2004, Leo wrote a book in 2018 called Lessons: My Path to a Meaningful Life, in which she told her side of the story. Is it just me, or did anyone else want to do some deep soul searching while he stayed the same? The answer was yes in the end, which was a shame. Leo Roeder got married to NFL star Tom Brady and began a family, but her bond with Leo is still one of his most well-known. More celebrities, and some well-known people. Barafeli, who is also a famous model, came next. They went on and off for 5 years after meeting at a party in Las Vegas. They were even seen at a Lakers game in 2010 sitting courtside. Their breakup happened in May 2011. She told a magazine that the split helped her grow in an interview. She also said, "I learned a lot about myself. I got better and grew up. I had no idea what it was like to be by myself. I now understand that you can only be in a relationship if you are comfortable being alone." Anne Valletta Tona is a Russian model who worked for Victoria's Secret and Sports Illustrated. DiCaprio dated her while he was not seeing Raffaele. They were together for a short time, but Anne later married singer Adam Levine. Fans were shocked when DiCaprio began dating Gossip Girl star Blake Lively in 2011. Their love story moved quickly and strongly. They were seen together on a boat in Cannes. Other places where they were seen together were in Italy, New York, and even Australia. Joshua Safran, who makes Gossip Girl, talked about a fun story from that time. He told her that Blake was seeing DiCaprio at the time, and that she had a doll that she sent pictures of to Leo. It was how she kept track of her life, before there was Instagram. And as the years went by, Leonardo DiCaprio kept adding to his list of dates, and younger models kept showing up. More relationships in the last few years. In 2012, Richard Gere and Erin Heatherton, a Victoria's Secret model, were seen riding bikes together in New York City. Those were the first signs that they were dating. It looks like the split wasn't bad, even though they weren't together for long. After many years, Erin told him, "I hope the best for him." That tells us a lot. In 2013, Leo's name was linked to Miranda Kerr, who is also a Victoria's Secret model. She was no longer with star Orlando Bloom. They were seen together at a Las Vegas dinner with friends. Friends of both of them said it was just a friendly dinner before anyone could call it a date. After that, Miranda married tech billionaire Evan Spiegel and had 2 children. Also in 2013, Kat Torres, a model from Brazil, said she was dating DiCaprio. She said that they met at Cannes, and that she would worry about what Leo would think if he knew she was talking to him. "We made a deal that people will never say anything bad about our relationship." But soon after her words were made public, news stories said the connection wasn't real. It says on E! Leo and Kat were never together. That's news. It's clear so far. Either Leonardo's relationships are very quiet, or they make a lot of people wonder, but there was still more. A lot of models, red carpets, and tales that won't go away. The two were together in 2014. Toni Goren was a model from Germany, who also walked the Victoria's Secret runway. Before they broke up in December, they were dating in secret for about 18 months. Toni finally got married to star Alex Pettyfer in 2020, and she shared pictures of the wedding from her home city of Hamburg. In September 2017, a few years after they broke up, pictures showed Leo and Toni walking together in New York after dinner. Some people thought they might be dating again, but it looked like they were just getting together as old friends. It never led to anything else. He was then seen getting close to Kelly Rohrbach in 2015. She is an actress best known for her part in Baywatch. People saw them riding bikes in New York City and sitting together at the US Open. Like many of his other relationships, this one was kept secret. But the press didn't miss a thing. That was the wildest story of all. It was about Rihanna. These two people were seen together at Coachella in 2016. Plus people saw them at parties in Paris, and at Rihanna's birthday party, after party in 2017. So many people heard about it that a French newspaper said Leo had gotten Rihanna pregnant. That story was not true at all. DiCaprio even went to court and won the case. Fans loved seeing them together, but it wasn't clear if they were ever a real couple. Nina Agdal is a model from Denmark, who Leo started dating in July 2016. At the time, she was 24 years old, and their connection seemed a little less closed off than most. It was said that things were getting serious by October of that year. The end of Nina's relationship with Leo was quiet though, and there was no drama or public fallout. The next person was Camilla Morona. This one ran about 5 years, which is longer than most. That's almost a record for DiCaprio's love life. Camilla is a model and actress, became interested in her around late 2017, when she was 20 years old. Leo had been seen with Nina in May of that year, but by the end of the month, it was clear that Camilla was with him. A lot of people were interested in their relationship, mostly because they were so different in age. A lot of people online talked about it all the time. Camilla didn't say nothing. She put up a video on Instagram in 2019 and said, "I just read some of the comments on my Instagram. Also, people are so mean and angry with people they don't even know." She also said that not having hate in her life feels pretty good. She also talked to the Los Angeles Times that same year. Camilla said that there are a lot of relationships in Hollywood and throughout history where the ages of the people involved are very different. "I believe that everyone should be able to choose their own dates." She did say though that she thought I might be interested too. One nice thing, she shared a picture of herself on Koh Phi Lut in Thailand, which is the same island where DiCaprio shot The Beach in 1999. And even though they went to the 2020 Oscars separately, they sat next to each other inside. Different news sources said they had split up by August 2022. These two broke up after being together for 5 years. People tried to connect Leo to someone else after that though. Who is Gigi Hadid? When DiCaprio and Camilla broke up, everyone was looking at Gigi Hadid. Word gets around quickly. Some people said they were meeting in secret. Paparazzi followed them around like crazy, and news stories kept coming out about them. But people who know Leo finally spoke out. The person told the Daily Mail, they went on a date a while ago to see if there was something there, but there wasn't. The person said that Leo and Gigi had been friends for a long time, but they never dated. They also said that they are not in an open relationship with no strings attached. Let this go, people. The claims have never been talked about in public by either Leo or Gigi. From now on, Gigi is seeing star Bradley Cooper. So did Leo and Gigi really have something going on? Folks who know them say no, just friendship and nothing else. But when DiCaprio is in a story, it always seems to get better. His private life has stayed secret. Even when everyone is looking, he doesn't say much about who he's meeting or why he keeps things quiet. These days though, one name has stood out. Someone who stands out. Someone who seems like more than just another story. After years of short relationships and quiet breakups, DiCaprio's new relationship is making waves for a different reason. They are Leonardo DiCaprio and Vittoria Ceretti. They were first linked to each other in 2023. Vittoria Ceretti is a famous Italian model. It was said that they met at the Cannes Film Festival in May, at the opening of Killers of the Flower Moon. Soon after they were seen together in Ibiza, which made the dating rumors even stronger. She began modeling when she was only 14 years old, and has since worked with high-end names like Versace, Gucci, Balenciaga, and Alexander McQueen. She has worked in fashion for a long time, and is well known for it. She was married to Italian DJ Matteo Milli before she met DiCaprio, but they split up in 2023. Things between her and DiCaprio seemed to move quickly after they broke up. In August 2023, they were seen on vacation together in Sardinia, Italy. It didn't stop there. There were more sightings, Halloween parties, a trip to Miami for Art Basel, and even DiCaprio's 49th birthday party in Los Angeles. Pictured here in September, DiCaprio and Ceretti were seen with his mother by page 6. It looked like things were getting serious in this moment. People start to wonder if this person could be the one when they meet the family. It's never that easy with Leonardo DiCaprio though, what people who are married say about it. Victoria and Leo seem to enjoy each other's company, but people close to him think he will never get married. People close to DiCaprio say that he loves her very much, but he doesn't feel the need to make things public by getting married. Page 6 was told that Leo doesn't see himself getting married anytime soon. He doesn't think getting married is necessary to make things legal. Besides that, they said he loves being with Ceretti and their bond. But when it comes to being a husband, he doesn't see himself in that shoes. Some people might not like that news. Someone else in the know said that Vittoria Ceretti wants to marry Leonardo DiCaprio. You can't just date her. In every way, she's putting money into the relationship. Through this, she shows that she wants to know and love him deeply on every level. She's not just another trophy girlfriend, said the source to In Touch Weekly. They added something interesting. She's actually playing this very well because Leo has a very geeky side, and anyone that is going to last long term in his life has to be supportive of that. So while Leo is known for his cool Hollywood image, it seems he also has a quieter, more personal side. And Ceretti might just be the kind of woman who understands that. Still, if she's hoping for marriage, insiders say that might be a battle she can't win. No ring, but plenty of public moments. People really started to speculate when Vittoria was spotted wearing a diamond ring. Some fans thought it meant Leo had proposed, but that wasn't true. The ring had been part of her jewelry collection since 2022, before she even met DiCaprio. Even so, fans joked online that maybe Leo was finally ready to settle down. He hit 50 and realized that it was finally time to settle down. AOL, one person joked, but according to those close to him, marriage still isn't something DiCaprio wants, and this isn't a new idea. He has dated many high-profile women, Gisele Bündchen, Bar Raffatelli, Camilla Morona, yet he's never been close to getting married. Every time a relationship got serious, something always held him back. Even though he's now in his 50s, the pattern seems to continue. His relationship with Vittoria Ceretti may be special, and yes, it's lasted longer than many expected, but that doesn't mean a wedding is coming. And for those wondering if fatherhood might be in his future, well, that's another story. 50 and thinking about the future. Leonardo DiCaprio turned 50 on November 11, 2024. That's a big milestone for anyone. And for someone who's been in the spotlight for so long, people naturally began to ask, what's next? Surprisingly, DiCaprio has said that fatherhood is still something he wants. In a recent interview he said, I'm sure it will be, but it's true, I am not getting any younger. That's the first time he's really opened up about wanting kids.
That might not mean marriage is coming, but it does show he's thinking about life differently now. Still, people who know him well say the same thing. They don't expect him to get married. One source told The Sun, that's the pattern people have seen for years. He dates younger women. He enjoys his time with them, but when things start to get serious, his focus shifts back to his career. There's one thing everyone agrees on. Leonardo DiCaprio is a dedicated actor. Back when he was just starting out, he worked with Robert De Niro on the film This Boy's Life. That experience changed how he saw acting. DiCaprio once told The Guardian, I watched his work, realized the caliber of actor that he was, and said to myself, I will never squander this opportunity. And he never did. That same dedication is what pushed him to the top of Hollywood. It's also what may have kept him from settling down. So even though fans and the media keep asking when DiCaprio will finally get married, the answer might be never. He's happy with Victoria. He enjoys spending time with her, but in his eyes, marriage just isn't necessary. What do you think about Leonardo DiCaprio's personal life? Will ever change his mind about marriage? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible stories from Hollywood's fascinating history. See you next time.